This is your daily market recap for Thursday, July 27th, 2023. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review for Thursday, July 27th, 2023. Hopefully you've been following on Twitter, paying attention. We talked about the Thursday post-OPEX is typically the day that matters. We talked about traps. We talked about all sorts of things. Posted on Twitter exactly what I thought would happen. We got that. Not surprised by the gap up and flop. If you're following this channel and you're like, what the heck are you talking about? Again, please get involved. Pay attention. Sometimes there are repeating patterns within the market mechanisms with how things are playing out. And again, a lot of it revolves around news and recurring patterns with how the market interacts with the Feds, first of the month, window dressing, options expiration, so many things. And so at that note, let's talk about what I think is going to happen now continuing going forward. After hours, Intel beats. Yes, I agree. Easy to beat, crappy projections. Earnings have been, in my mind, still not good, but it's easy to beat when the expectations are low. And so some people are getting excited about the future after speaking with a few people on different sides of the economy, whether it's trucking, loans, mortgages, loans, housing. Things are falling fast. I'm telling you, things are slowing fast. Now, GDP data, this is where it gets really confusing. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, if I was the market maker, what would I do with today's action? Make the GDP look better, bonds sell off, literally unload every single share of stock I had into the liquidity today and buy bonds on the drop in bonds, yields going up. What a gift to the big dogs. They literally could sell their stocks at the highs and buy bonds at the low. What a gift. We'll talk about all the evidence. What do we think is going forward now? Because I think it's about to get fugglier as we go moving forward. Want to join the Discord room? Link in the description below. Hit us up on Twitter. I guess it's letter X now. I don't know. I'm not sure. But keep this in mind. Posted this, right, 7 hours ago. Sorry I didn't get to do a live chat, but posted that 7 hours ago. What time was that at? I love it when so people get 7:48 a.m. Guess the close. My guess is under 355. Well, when the SPY was at, what, 358, 359? I got a lot of hate. You idiot. All right. Well, again, follow on Twitter. Check us out. Trying to post what we think is important. Follow on YouTube, any social media, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Again, tons of videos, educational videos. I've real estate videos, how to deal with investment properties, all sorts of fun stuff. Check out our website, thetradingagent.com as well. Back to Basics series and Chrono is in order from more beginning videos to more advanced. And if you want to get the big dog yield, I'm telling you, Marcus, loving it. If they raise their yields, this bonus goes up too. So don't be scared to get locked in. I'm telling you, I've done my homework. This is by far the best floating interest rate high yield savings out there. No lock-in, no CDs, none of that crap. CDs nuts. All right, sorry about that. I don't know why I said that. We have the running D's nuts joke between my wife and I constantly. I don't know if your kids do the same, but tapes or CDs. Anyway, pause. That's what's expected next meeting. Moving right along. Bitcoin. Not looking good. The him and hers top is looking there's the him, there's the pecker, and here's the you know what. I don't even know what you call these things these days. What's the right way to say it? Tight, choppy, sloppy, whatever. It seems to be melting. We talked about this. Commodities. Talked about the rises. Now, how much higher? This is where it's going to get a little interesting. Nice moves. Oil service names look a little tired. Will oil follow? That's my biggest question. How much further? I mean, if you really wanted to get very, very technical, come on, give me the line. Yeah, let's do an arrow. Arrow, right? Why is it? Whatever. You guys see what I'm doing, though, right? You're attempting to draw something. You can see there's clearly. Why is this? Why? It's like restart the whole video. I don't know, but you can see there's some resistance here in the 80s level. Just keep an eye on it. Natural gas. Man, I mean, it's like broken record every day. Leave it alone, little doggy. All right, let's get into the real stuff. The dollar rallied today on the better than expected GDP. Okay, whatever. And again, I still think it has a lot to do with, ultimately, I've said this 1,000 times. The government spending in Ukraine is counted to GDP. That is bullshit. That doesn't help the U.S. market. I'm telling you, that's some crap. That's why they continue spending. That's why they're getting away with it. Well, things aren't that bad. Let's just spend. Well, we'll spend on Ukraine. It's part of U.S. GDP. The U.S. is seeing no benefit from it, except some of the suppliers of military stuff. But in general, not so much. Keep an eye on it. I think it's going to chop your range. Here we go. The liquidity game that is. If you sold stocks today and bought bonds today, you got the gift. You got the range clue. I talked about this 1,000 times. Wouldn't be supplies of choppy, sloppy. What if it even went a little lower? Wouldn't surprise me either. Wouldn't surprise me one single bit. A bit. Not surprised. Liquidity. Man, somebody's going to gift. They literally were able to sell stocks at the highs and buy bonds. What a gift on a discount. The VIX, look at this. Said the 50-day. This is an anomaly. It looks bullish to me. The VIX holding range lows again. Rally back. Looks bullish. SPY talked about the trap. Open high, close low. You're welcome. If you took our advice, again, we're not always right, and you nail your stops. We talked about watch for the FOMC trap. Look at this. Gap up. Bearish. Qs. Meta, so great. Should be up, right? Uh-oh. Lower high. Man, it's like a double red candle. Double dragon. Again, look at the volume. Somebody was unloading. IWM. Double tiapa. Look at that. That is outside reversal candle. New highs. Take out yesterday's lows. Close below them. Bearish. Now, again, if you have a day of chop or indecision tomorrow, don't lose your cookies here. It looks like it's a top. I'm just telling you. DIA. Retest our range, right? Look at this. Open high. Close low. Not bullish. Gold. I told you to stay the beep, 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 beep. Stay away. Again, if they're raising rates, they're going to kill they're going to try to kill commodities. Look at that. Ugly. Goodbye. If you sold it on that pop, here's me bragging about something I am right about. Gold. I'm right about it a lot. Told you to sell it in the second quarter. Usually acts like crap. Said watch for the July rally. Said watch what happens when it gets up here. You probably should be taking your profits. Profits taken. Let it come down. That's all I'm going to say. Silver. Kapow. We talked about the miners were showing weakness. Look at this. This is so confusing for retail because they're like, I'm all in now. What do I do? Now it drops. Trap. That's the trap. GDXJ. Talked about the miners. We're nowhere near the highs. Nowhere. Look at this candle. Professional gap down. Big volume. Ugly mother. Ugly. GDXJ said, hey, same thing. It's lagging. Remember it lagged here? In May, we talked about the junior miners lead. It's the risky of risk within the risk profile of metals, of gold. Said, well, it's not holding up that well. Kapow. Kelly Kapowski. Call your girl. Bearish. AG, we talked about the rally, right? We talked about it. Watch what happens. Get in the zone. Oh, fudge. AM earnings yesterday. Today. Not so good. Opens high, closes low, crossing through all the moving averages. I wouldn't call that bullish. Newmont, we talked about this. Look what it did on earnings. Gap down, flop back up. Ugh. Doesn't look good. Again, Newmont should be in the 50s. Tell me miners aren't looking so hot. Not looking so hot. PAAS, same thing. Ugh. Tech, let's talk about it because here's where I love to see the divergences. Leaders stop leading. Look at Taiwan Semi. Nice little pop. Now keep in mind, Intel up after hours on crappy beat of guidance. Great. No one cares. Only retail. Or I don't know. It's a trap. I mean, again, retail's not the only one getting trapped there. Watch it. 20-day. Micron. Popped. Look at this. Another novice gap failure. I mean, again, I don't know. This is a hard one to trade. We talked about it when it started rising yesterday, and then it got the pump. I mean, I guess you could have technically said once it broke the trend. Haven't put on any positions on this one, but you damn near you went a little bit of filled the gap. You could use that as a reference. A short AMD, which is AMD in business anymore? Pops to the 50 Dizzle. 50-day in orange. 100's in white. 200 in blue. Red 20. Fail. NVIDIA. So hot right now. That Hansel. Again, another pop. Somebody's distributing up here. When does it break? I don't know. Intel. After hours, right? It's up at 36.57. Any... Oh. High of the after... okay. If you want to take this for the short ride, I don't blame you. Take it for the short bus. Just curious something, because sometimes after hours... No, okay. I was going to say. Keep it on it. I mean, keep in mind the 20-month. There's all sorts of big moving averages up here. This thing is a donkey. Could it rise more? Again, I mean, this is the thing. If you were short Intel, you'd be covering it to short other semis. That's how I look at it. Semi SMH, retest the highs. Look at that wicker with volume. Haven't we say up here look pretty distributive? Well, here's your trap. Trap game, right? And look what it did. Wick, novice gap, trap. That's my guess. Adobe. Head and shoulders on the monthly. We talked about it. Look at the gap up flop. Apple acting so good. Waiting for earnings. Watch the 20-day. I mean, again, that doesn't look bad compared to some of the other names. Amazon. Look at that gap up today. Gap up. Gap up. Close low. Fills the gap. Again, we like the short up at the highs. CRM. Yeah. Pop, flop, chop. I mean, CEO selling hundreds of millions of dollars worth of stock, and you're buying? No, hell no. We're not buying that. Guggenheim. All right. Take notes of this. I'm telling you, this is the hardest part of swing trading. You layer into trades. We talk about choppy tops, retesting. The V-tops can happen. Today, some action. That was V-topish because it was on news, right? It was on FOMC, post-FOMC. Great GDP, 2.4%. Dip, 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 dip. Most of it's Ukraine spending. Okay, got it. Look at today's action. Gaps up. You could have added. Look at the close. That's how you trade. Meta put out the trade. Talked about it. Said anything over the 320s is probably a gift. Fills a gap. Some of the folks in the Discord room, thank you. You know who you are if you shouted that out. You filled the baby gap. Right up here. After hours, you definitely filled it too. Novice gap trap. If we had to guess. Is it going to continue to rise? I mean, again, probably not, because now the market looks way different. Microsoft, 20-day, 50-day breaking with volume. We talked about, here you go, one time, and even that day, next day, you had a retest. Meow, high cap. Long wick, we talked about this being a blow off top. Let me just, so you can't fuck that up. Excuse my language. Here you go. Talked about that being the top. NDAQ, again, NASDAQ exchange is dead. Absolutely dead. People are like, oh, people will be trading tech forever. I'm like, yeah, that's what they said about housing and commodities and banks in the 2000s, mid-2000s, and then early 2000s. It's all tech forever. Cycles change, folks. I'm telling you. Short this. MicroStrategy, we said this was a short. We said this is a short if it what? Couldn't hold up. We said if Bitcoin stops holding up, any pop would be a short. There you go. Netflix. King of just continuation. Said the 50-day was coming. Now what? I don't know. Professional gap down doesn't really look that strong. Roblox. Another, again, tech just looks so shitty. Hits the 46. Now what? Direct submarine dive low. Love it in the 20s. Tesla, you're welcome. We talked about what? Trend lines love to break to set traps. This is one of the hardest things in the world. Here was a trap down here. You didn't realize how low it was going to go. And here's your trap up here. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. We said any rally up to the 20-day, maybe even the 270s after earnings, gift from the gods. You have received gifts. You are blessed. Moving on to materials. We talked to them rallying on China's 3 stimuluses. China's not running successive stimuluses in a row because everything is awesome. Their economy sucks ass. Period. Their unemployment rate for people under 25 is like 30%. It's not good. Gap up, pop. Again, materials should be like ripping if the economy is good. They're lagging. Lagging. And again, when's the best time to buy commodities? Is when the Feds pivot. We're not there yet. Nucor, nice pop. Chop. Keep in mind some earnings stuff coming. Caterpillar, talked about the mid 260s. You're welcome. Watch it. Now here you go. Here's an example of a choppy top. More than 1 day to get in. Keep an eye on it. VALE, another global growth name that popped on the China stuff. What did we say? Watch the 200-day. Doink. So many good trades out there. Again, I don't know if people are. Again, I haven't gotten as many donations, been a lot quieter lately because, again, I know trading's been hard. And that's the thing I tell you all this time. You're not always going to be absolutely killing it. That's why when you're losing, you got to minimize your risk. I just hope people are winning because we have put out some badass spots. And if you took advantage of them, great. Some of the friends in the Discord room, you guys know who you are. You put out some amazing spots. Thank you. Hopefully you're doing well. Arrow 200-day. Arrow popping. We like this one up here in time when it pulls back. I think that's not going to hold. CCJ. Again, we talked about Kathy Woods buying the highs. That can't be bullish. Breaking out? Question mark? That candle could be a little detrimental. Watch the 33 level. CF, again, we like the ag names. We told you we liked them. We told you we'd rally. Told you the more you're up, the less you own. I don't know how much more I'd own at this point. Mosaic, all the same thing. It's all starting to look like they might get tired. 100-day. NTR, check this out. Now, again, I mean, if they don't pull back, whatever. I mean, then there's probably some more war stuff popping up. But I think ultimately, when they throw the baby out with the bathwater and they sell off these ag names, you come with 2 hands and a shovel and a wheelbarrow, and we're going to pick up some ag names because we like food in inflationary times. Once food prices start skyrocketing, do you think the prices for the commodity, the prices for the fertilizer and all the associated products are not going to rise significantly too? That's the derivative of the derivative of the derivative, right? Another global growth name, AA. XLF, again, give credit to Kerwin. I thought, no way we're getting over 35, but we talked about maybe it's just going to get stuck up near the VAP zone. Look to the left. Look at all that volume at price. Today's candle, not so pretty. JP Mizzle, how high can it go? We talked about this one's a little harder. Yeah, you had a double top if you're really watching it. Morgan Stanley, we said anything near 95 is a gift. Short. Goldman Sachs, we talked about, could it get up into mid 360s? No, I mean, again, look at that multi-day range. We talked about chop tops. KRE, blow off top yesterday. Open high, close low. We talked about this next level being up around 49.50. Keep an eye. Could you get to the 200-day? God, there's just a lot of heavy lifting to get over this. Like, this candle has a ton of volume. This candle has a ton of volume. I mean, this is... Watch what happens when you zoom out. I mean, you're going to have to go way back, actually. Oh, I can't show you. But here, check this out. I mean, you can see it on the daily, but check this out on the monthly. Check out this area. This is literally where it IPO'd in 2006. Ay caramba. Keep an eye on it. XBI. My man Harry saying, notice how XBI has been lagging. Yeah, a lot of mixed signals. Agreed. Look at this. XBI should leading. Solar. All right, we had some solar action after the close. Love it. TAN. We talked about this as a turd. It's going down. ENPH. Whatever. I don't care about their numbers, but the price action after hours 145. If this breaks, I mean, this thing is... It's going to be a professional gap and in multiple days down. I'm sorry. Sedgerton, after hours, down. 222. If you shorted this, you're welcome. You are absolutely welcome. Man, there's some really good trades. Throw your boy a bone if you're doing well. Reach out. Let me know. First Solar, up to 212 after hours. You bet your ass. Got up to 218. If you wanted to short that after hours, I bless that. Alrighty then. Yeah, absolutely. Solar's a joke, man. I'm telling you, when oil and gas pull back because natural demand destruction in a recession, solar gets absolutely tattooed. Trash. Smoked cheddar. Whatever you want to call it. Pellet bombed. USO. Keep coming into some interesting area. We talked about the 80 area on oil. UNG. Again, this product. Leave it alone. going nowhere. XOP, we talked about hitting up this zone up here. Remember I was talking about oil and gas names? I don't like this action. You know, if you were in oil and gas and you're expecting to go higher, then oil and gas should have gotten bought today. The names, service names, are not sold at lows. Let's see if one day makes a trend, but I would absolutely keep an eye on it. ExxonMobil popped, chopped. I mean, they have earnings tomorrow in that morning. Oxy, again, we said Buffett's like, let it get to the 200-day. Let me sell some calls. He's like, hell yeah, bro. I uncovered all my calls at 55, and I'm selling more calls after what? A solid 15 to 20% gain. He's like, gotcha, bitch. Time to collect my premium. Peace out. This thing's going nowhere. Watch. PX Dizzle. Drop, pop, drop, drop, pop. Cool. 200-day. We talked about it. It was coming. Ooh, HYG. Almost forgot. Corporate debt. Look at today's action. Ay, caramba. People were like, you're a little excited today. I'm like, no, I'm just kind of seeing more confirmation. It's just, we talked about like HYG can't rise. You got a problem. EQT. Flex LNG. Keep an eye up here. Today's candle could be a pivot point. Watch for the tomorrow. Like one day doesn't make a trend, but you would need confirmation if you're bearish. Flex LNG to end it. Check this out. Going nowhere. All right. Please reach out if you have any questions about the economy, about real estate, about stocks, about your life. You want marriage help? I've now taken that on as something that's helping people with, because again, I joined a course, spent money for a guy who's under Tony Robbins, who's helped a ton of marriages. I want the best. I'm here to help. Again, that's what I do. Think about it. If you ever need an attorney, get the best. You need a real estate agent, you call me. I'll find you the best. You need somebody to help you in your life. You do not skimp on the important things. And if I can help, I'd love to help you with real estate. Love to help you with anything. Honestly, I don't know why people feel like they are alone. And that's the thing. I'll end it on this story. A lot of you guys have known I've had dealing some marital issues, right? Nothing to do with specifically the market, but just not being the best husband possible, right? And knowing me, wanting to be the best, you don't get an instruction manual how to be a great husband. I think I'm doing great things, providing money, shelter, investing, all this stuff. Cool. No, lack of connection was the problem. So what does that mean for helping others? And what I was thinking here, like, again, what do you want out of life? Do not be scared to ask for help. Reach the fuck out. That's where we're here. You give to get. You help people out. The universe brings you more abundance. And if you need help, whether it's trading, whether it's real estate, anything I can help you with, don't be scared to hit me up. Worst case scenario, I say no. If you want to troll, that's fine too. I think that's hilarious sometimes, some of these goofballs. But I'm here to help. Holler at your boy. I'll talk to you guys and gals later. Have a great night.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.